Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Bahrain Now with me, your host, Bara Abdulla. We've got a great show coming up featuring great local talents, initiatives, and happenings from around the kingdom. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting segment as the Korean Center in Bahrain holds various of activities from music, language, and martial arts classes. And Faisal Taqi, the legendary person himself, which is the head of the Korean Center and who is also a Hujum Masul champion, and will speak to us more about his achievements as well as the center activities. Well, Faisal, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you very much. Thank you for having me in your show.
It's our greatest pleasure, actually. So, you've been here for such a long time, achieving great achievements and just skyrocketing with everything been going on. But a little bit about yourself to the viewers.
First, I am 7 Dan, black belt in Hujum Masul.
Wow.
And I am the director of Bahrain Hujum Masul headquarters. And I practiced since I was 10 years. Under my Korean master, his name is Master Kang. And now I have experience of 35 years in Hujum Masul.
Wow.
Yeah. And I have a certificate of international referee for Hujum Masul. I also have other degrees in other martial arts like 6 Dan in Shiljan Hapkido, 5 Dan MMA, and purple belt in Jiu-Jitsu. Up to those degrees, and my old days, I participated in 3 world competitions. First one was Brazil, second one was America, and third one was Mexico. I brought a total of 7 gold medals, 5 silver, and 5 bronze.
Sir, like I said earlier, you are definitely a legend.
All thanks to God.
Definitely. I mean, 35 years
yes.
pursuing this career is
Yeah.
such a commitment. And starting by the age of 10, did you ever see yourself pretty much taking this beautiful journey? Like if Faisal today, we just talked to the Faisal when he was 10 years old, what you gonna say to him?
Well, actually, even if I say anything, he will be surprised that time right? Because no idea that I will reach to this level. Because my mind that time, just like I want to practice, I enjoy practice, I want to learn techniques, I want to explode my energy in the martial art itself. So,
amazing.
Just keep running in the same field without no goal, but all the way.
Amazing,
like
amazing. I mean, 7th Dan in different places, 6th Dan in MMA, and doing different kind of careers, and just spreading out pretty much and learning different techniques and different styles all in one place. So how do you feel about yourself right now, like reaching this beautiful journey? Like, what kind of things can you tell about yourself right now as an advice?
I'm really appreciated about what's going on to me. I'm really thankful for all this thing, those blessing I'm getting. And thank God to all the health also. It's important to be healthy up to this time.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing, amazing. I mean, pretty much such an eye-opener to see like when a person can be dedicated to a certain career and certain field in spite of all the obstacles and the challenges.
Yeah.
It's just when you have a goal, at least like you said, even if you don't have a goal, just pursue the journey itself.
Yes, yes, yes.
And 35 years later,
exactly.
you get to tell the story.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Amazing,
yeah, yeah,
amazing.
Like that.
What tell us about your dojo?
My place is actually in Bahrain Mall now. Actually, Hujum Masul first came to Bahrain in 1984.
84?
Yeah, so it's nothing new in Bahrain. It's since that time.
37 years, pretty much.
Yeah, about that.
I'm born in 83, so I should know.
Oh, exactly, that's why, yeah. So the first place open, it was in Sitra.
Okay.
Then, of course, that time I was not there. I was young at that time also. I started in 1988.
And you were how old by that time? Like
about 10 years.
10 years, right?
Yeah,
okay.
like that. And then from Sitra, we moved to Budaya in a place. Also, we stayed shortly. That's where I started. And then after that, we moved to the Bahrain International Hospital.
Oh, wow.
Inside the Bahrain Hospital. So there we stayed for a very long time. After that, we moved to Bahrain Mall, the present place.
Right.
This year, actually, we completed 10 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, in this
I
place.
remember passing by Bahrain Mall and have to go pass by, see what's going on there, even though it's like a little barricade, you know, but then we go inside, it's like, oh my God, it's a big place. You can just go and jump and make things happen.
You can enjoy everything there.
I always wanted to train under you, sir. It's just that time was always an issue, but you never know.
You're welcome, anytime.
Is it too late? I'm almost 40.
That's a good question.
Yes.
For Hijab Musul, actually, it's never late.
Okay.
Because, you know, I received many calls or those inquiries, people asking, I am old, is it okay to start? But actually their age is like 40s. For me, it's 40s. You are not old, you're still young.
Amazing.
Yeah. And Hijab Musul is never old. It's actually, you can take an example, our grandmaster, his age is above 80 now.
Amazing.
And he keep the healthy life
Bless him.
in the following to the Hijab Musul. So he keep developing also, still he keep developing those healthy techniques,
Okay.
especially for the spine,
Right.
to make the balance of the body. And he's focusing also on the strength and flexibility for the old man,
Okay.
old people.
Right.
So it's, my point is like old people, they shouldn't focus on what young people they can do.
Right.
Yeah, they don't have to do like maybe the jumping or those difficult stuff.
Yeah, parkour stuff.
Yeah, no,
we don't need that.
It doesn't work much.
We don't run that much.
Yeah, you don't need that much. Because in Hijab Musul, there is a lot of other techniques they can do without doing those stuffs.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Amazing.
I really wish I can guide those old generation for a healthy and active life, like what I'm doing for the young people. I hope I can do that also for them.
Well, sir, as I know there would not be enough words to pretty much honor and appreciate your performance, how about we take a little break as we want to showcase your performance in a small video clip.
Sure, sure.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's watch this following video, performance by Faisal Tepe. All right, that was a bit too good, too phenomenal, sir. Like I said, 35 years working and perfecting this trade to see such a beautiful performance. I mean, I don't know if anybody of us can actually have the same commitment as yours, but hopefully at least 10% will be more than enough for us.
It's okay. It's easy actually to achieve those things. Not
Wow.
so easy, but
Wow.
with commitment, it will work.
Well, bless you for
Yeah.
making it sound easy at least. So, from understanding as well, your family is pretty much following the same trend and the same trade of practicing and training, and then you have the community itself, the Korean Center, the Dojan. Tell us more about that.
Okay, so in our classes, I take usually from our first age is 5 years
Wow.
and going on up to no limit. Of course, I have from male and female. I focus in teaching usually. I actually mix my teaching and making it funny at the
Okay.
same time, because I don't want to make too much intense in the class,
Right.
because they will lose focus and it will become boring, especially for children. So I usually mix with whenever I teach them any techniques, and we have fun, but it doesn't mean the class is soft.
Right.
They are working hard, they're having fun, but when it's serious time, they are really serious also.
Okay.
So this is how I make balance in the class.
Amazing. And for what I'm understanding is that as they've been building this character and the physicality, but at the same time, this bond becomes stronger and stronger with your students.
Yeah. Actually, it's like family. We are like family together.
Okay.
We work together, we laugh together, and sometimes we are chatting like personal talk between each other.
Right.
It's like, as you said, it's like families together.
Amazing.
Yeah. So even like my old generation, actually I can say many generations teach. So those who were young that time, now they are bringing to me their kids. They're saying,
No.
teach my kid.
way.
I said, you're making me feel old like that. So what actually they are focusing on discipline. They know I really focus on discipline when I teach. It's very like a priority for me. So that's what also parents want.
Amazing. I mean, for years and years and years right now, and building all these connections and become, like I said, a little family and all of that.
Yeah.
Now, as I would say, it goes without saying, there is a huge Korean influence when it comes to cultural values.
Yeah.
Now, is that passed down for you as well to the students? And now there is like the students, when they come to your dojan, do they feel like there's some Korean culture influenced in the dojan itself?
Yes, of course. Actually, you can think like because this is a Korean martial art, so everything will be in Korean. I usually tell them, some people they come, they have like one language.
Yes.
They understand one. It's either maybe Arabic or maybe English.
Right.
So they have this concern. They say, oh, my kid only know this language. I said, don't worry. In here, they will learn 3 languages. They will learn Arabic, Korean, and English together, 3.
Okay.
Because all the techniques, they have to learn them in Korean. It doesn't come in English. And
Interesting.
also, like, we give them those easy verses, like how are you or thank you as Korean. So they have this kind of like the feeling of Korean culture.
I'm just curious right now, and it would be fun only if you're okay with that.
All right.
Can you give me an order? Like, let's say I'm one of your students right now, and you want me to perform something in Korean, like a move. Can you give me an order in Korean?
In Korean?
Yeah, if you would remember anything like right now, on the go.
Okay, I would say probably 준비.
Okay.
Okay, then 갑자기 해봐.
갑자기 해봐.
해봐 means like do it.
Okay. 갑자기 해봐. Okay, cool.
Something. 갑자기 is the front kick.
All right.
And 해봐, do it.
And normally, very smoothly, they'll understand what you're saying and they'll perform all the moves that pretty much they should perform.
Up to some certain level.
Okay.
Yeah, not too deep.
All right, but enough for them to pretty much at least perform the moves. When you go back, they will just abchagi haba.
Yeah, exactly.
Go to your dad, abchagi haba.
Yeah.
Love that. It's interesting. So now, as you establish such a beautiful platform, over 35 years of experience, where do you see yourself heading with all of this right now?
Actually, I want to lead a healthy life.
Okay.
And I want to keep healthy all my life also. So as I said before, like I have many inquiries, people they are asking about I am old and this one. So I already mentioned that one. So I want to keep leading them and hopefully I can work on that. Second thing is I want to extend, I want to make more branches around the kingdom.
Okay.
Because actually many people, they give up to come to us because they think the distance is far away. And also like I did many online courses during the pandemic especially, because many people, they couldn't come. I have my own paid courses in Google Form, Udemy.
Okay.
But in my opinion, students, when they come to the class, this is the best way to learn, not through online.
Totally.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that.
So the best way is to open more branches and let it work. And finally, like of course, I want to participate with my students in the world competition more. Of course, to represent Bahrain and raise the flag in those countries.
Amazing, amazing. It's beautiful stuff. Again, sir, it is such an honor and a pleasure being with a legendary person like yourself.
Thank you very much.
It's
too much for
me. The least we can
me,
say
so
about you, sir, honestly. Now, with all that been said, any last words to your viewers?
Please come join our school, the Hijab Musul, and bring your friends, your family, and spread the name of the Hijab Musul in your social media or whatever going on these days.
Amazing, amazing. Well, it's been a great pleasure having you with us right here on Bahrain Now. And we cannot wait to have you back again, but this time for an actual performance. And I won't be surprised if I see you in an upcoming movie, you know?
Inshallah.
I see those sparkly eyes. Something is in the air. Okay, we'll leave that for later.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a great pleasure, sir, having you with us right here on Bahrain Now.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was a quick talk with Faisal Taqi and the culture of Hijab Musul. But don't go away, as we're going to have right now a little clip about the dojan with Faisal Taqi. Ladies and gentlemen, this will be a fun, interesting talk, as quality food is the foundation of genuine happiness. You can't just eat good food, you have to talk about it. So with us here today is the founder of Che Argentina, which is the first authentic homemade, wait for it, Argentinian food in Bahrain. I know, this is pretty much the first time I hear about it as well. To talk about it further, here with us in the studio is Martin Joffre, the founder of Che Argentina. Well, sir, ¿cómo estás, amigo?
Muy bien, gracias.
How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you. Thank you for having me on the show.
Oh,
Really,
it is a great pleasure.
truly honored.
Definitely. The honor is all ours. Definitely.
Thank you very much.
Tell us more about yourself, sir.
So I am actually an advertising guy.
Okay.
I've been in advertising my whole career, and I decided to take a detour from advertising in a way because I'm sort of becoming an entrepreneur.
Okay.
And Argentina is one of my businesses.
All right.
And I'm activating a digital agency called Metabits, and running an architectural firm, believe it or not, that has been around for 42 years.
42 years.
42 years. So
You're
I moved
a
here
veteran.
in 1978. Yeah. I've been in and out.
Okay.
But my folks, for example, my family has been here since 1978.
You're a Bahraini.
Practically.
Yes.
Yes.
Salam alaikum, shakhbarak.
Shakhbarak.
Oh, wow. 78.
Yeah.
That's a long period.
It's a very long period.
Amazing.
So I decided to basically, from my move, I was living in Dubai for 12 years and moving back to Saudi. I had spent 3 years in Saudi, and in that move, I came to see the folks, and I just realized that the businesses were struggling, and I decided to stay and help the folks with the restaurant because we had a restaurant in Financial Harbor for the Argentinian concept. And yes, the first one in Bahrain, and to help with the architectural business because it's not they needed marketing, and it's what I do. And now activating my own digital agency, Metabits, and and I brought you some empanadas, so we can indulge.
I would love that. So before we even indulge in that, let's indulge into the culture of it first.
Okay.
So Che Argentina, tell us more about that. What brought it to life?
So what brought it to life is me spending time in Argentina and watching the typical empanaderias Argentinas, which were for me something that I loved. I loved because it's like fast food in a way. It's fulfilling, and we have so many different varieties. So for me, it was why don't we start producing empanadas? This is an idea incepted into my mom quite a while ago, and a few years later, she actually started the restaurant, and then I took over and started with the online because we had a restaurant in Financial Harbor, and due to COVID we had to close it down, but I didn't kill it. I did something called social listening, and I found out that people love the empanada, so we decided to focus on the empanada and change the business model into a delivery takeaway model. And it's been working out great so far. It's been working out great. Lower overheads, of course.
I can imagine.
It's been quite a ride. It's been quite a very enjoyable ride, meeting a lot of people. Sometimes I do the delivery myself because I love to meet people. I love to meet, and I think it's very important for the business when they see who's on the other side, that it's actually an Argentinian and not just somebody claiming to be Argentinian. So I think the client relation, at least in this part, at this phase of the business, is really important, and it's actually helped a lot.
It's beautiful. What is the reaction normally when you go and you deliver yourself and they open the door? It's like, oh, wow.
Well,
it's an actual Argentinian person. So what's the reaction? It's like, we did not expect you here.
I've even gotten tipped. And I'm like, guys, you really don't have to tip me. Like one night I got tipped like 13 dinars. I was like, during Christmas, New Year.
Where is that house?
Yeah, I was like, guys, you don't have to tip me. Really, this is not necessary. I'm not, I've been doing this. This is my business. I'm doing it because I love it, and because I wanted to sort of, deliver it. But anyway, these are the sort of things that I've been invited to card games. I've been invited, I've established relationships with a lot of them, in terms of friendships, playing paddle tennis.
Oh, of course you
hence
would
the
in
injury.
Bahrain.
So yeah, it's been really interesting. I've met some
Wow.
amazing people,
It's very interesting. I mean, tell me this, because I've been noticing this a lot, especially here, even in our crew right here. We have at least 2 to 3 individuals who are invested in the Spanish language itself
Yes.
and the culture.
Okay.
It seems there is a beautiful interest to Argentinian Spanish here in Bahrain. It could be me, but what do you think?
I think, and I'll be very honest, I think in Argentina we speak Castellano. It's Spanish, but it's it's a dialect.
Okay.
And it's very clean. Look, I always, I don't want.
Okay. Yeah.
For example, the Spanish.
Yes.
Spanish from Spain. They speak, with a Barcelona, but it's not such a clean Spanish. Whereas in Argentina, it's more like Barcelona. It's a cleaner Spanish. I'm not
Okay.
going to say it's the cleanest because I think honestly the best Spanish comes from Colombia.
Colombia.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. In my
Interesting.
opinion, yes. We probably
Okay.
have the second best.
Okay. Well, you need to play somewhere,
But
the
yeah, I
first
can
top 3.
understand. I can understand why, because it's a lot clearer. It's and it's just it sounds better
Okay.
than other dialects. Like yeah.
Can you teach me something right now that I can use maybe in my next interview to impress somebody?
Yes, I can teach you anything. I mean, señoras.
Señoras.
If it's a lady, señoras. If it's how many guests?
Let's
would you
just start
have?
with señoras. Señoras is a good start.
Okay. ¿Les gustaría probar algo de la comida? Would you like to try some of the food? Or
Wow.
¿Cómo están esta noche? ¿Cómo están esta noche? How are you doing tonight? Or
Okay.
something as simple as ¿Cómo se llaman? What is your name?
¿Cómo se llaman?
¿Cómo se llaman?
Oh, wow. 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 It's like, for a second, let's just take away the meanings. The sound is just music flowing from your lips all the way to anybody's ears. It's just candy to the ears. Is that the reception you
glad.
get here in Bahrain as well when you speak Spanish?
Usually, to be honest, yes. It's it's always been very positive. It's always been very positive. I think Argentina, in general, in Bahrain has always been very accepted.
Right.
And I'm talking back in the day when Maradona used to play, maybe not the best example, but when he used to play football, and
Right.
you have so many football aficionados here, and they used to, at the airport, Argentinian, Maradona. Now it's Messi, anybody will refer to Messi. I think sports had a big part, especially
Right.
football had a big part to do with it.
Right.
Now paddle tennis, is an Argentinian-born sport.
Yes, it
And
is.
it's trending like crazy. I was
A bit
shocked.
too crazy, actually.
Yeah, yeah.
We lost a lot of
So-
soccer fields to that today.
Yes. Yes, indeed. I heard. So it's always, I think we've always been very welcomed. And
Okay.
I think it's one of the reasons we stayed here for so many years is because for me, Bahrain is home. It's really home.
Okay.
I pretty much grew up here my whole life.
Amazing.
And we've always felt very welcome, and the people have always been so
Beautiful.
nice and so,
That's beautiful, because at this point, it pretty much sends even the message to the food you would bake and make
with love.
with J Argentina.
Yes.
And I'm seeing this right now. What do we have here today?
So we have knife cut beef. So this is like a gourmet empanada. It's with Argentinian meat and it's knife cut. It's not minced meat, which would be the typical empanada criolla, which is the typical meat empanada would be with minced meat.
Okay.
These are knife cut, and I would say they are probably one of the most delicious ones.
Okay.
We
Okay.
have some chicken empanadas.
All right.
We have some cheese and onion, which in Argentina is called the fugaceta.
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 Okay, I need to
And
practice.
cheese and onion is the flavor that we've always sort of mix and match in the pizzas and the empanadas.
Right.
As and it's actually been very popular here. And then, to cater to the local crowd,
Yes.
because we wanted to do something for the local crowd because, either they weren't spicy enough so we created the typical samosa.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the samosa
Yeah.
with the potato, the coriander, the cumin seeds.
Yeah.
It's just something very simple. So we created an empanada and with a lot more spice.
A lot more
Yeah.
spice.
And so we created that empanada, and it's been very welcome with the Bahrainis and
Okay.
and for anybody that really likes the sambusa or who
Yeah.
likes spicy food in general.
Right.
So
I feel like having a chicken if you don't mind.
yeah. So the chicken ones are these here.
Okay. Oh wow, man! The grip itself, and
Yeah,
it smells good.
We try to make them fulfilling.
Feel
and
the weight on it. You know, it's like I'm doing a workout right now. Okay, let's give this a try.
I hope they're warm because they've been they should be eaten very warm.
Really? Wow, I need to keep this here right now because I'm. Then we're gonna like.
And
Consume it.
those are the knife cut ones.
That was a bit too good. Everything about it. It had the crispy aspect to it first, and then was so soft, and then you were hit with all this flavor.
Yeah. So we make the dough. The filling, we take extra, we really focus on the ingredients,
Right.
keep it consistent.
Wow. Wow.
And yeah, so we've come up with a whole variety of empanadas.
My dopamine's going above 9,000 right now. It definitely brought happiness to me. Right? I was happy to see you, and now I'm happier. Sir,
I'm glad you liked it.
I
I'm glad
loved
you
it.
liked
You
it.
kidding me? I'm loving it. And I'm sure everybody, even behind the scenes right now, is like, okay, I know which one I'm gonna take. I can hear them. So, sir, you know what? We would love to talk more about this, but if you're gonna leave us with last words to us and
Last
to
words.
the viewers, yes.
Last words would be, if you want to try a taste of Argentina in Bahrain, you definitely have to order these empanadas.
Oh, man. Simply said. Sir, this has been a great talk. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hopefully I'm saying it right. Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Oh, thank you so much, sir,
No,
being
hey,
with us here today.
thank
And
you.
this will not be our last time. Either we'll be passing you by or you'll be passing us by right here on Bahrain Now.
For sure.
Thank
for
you
sure. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you so much for your time and for this invitation.
It's been a great pleasure. Thank you so
Same.
much for joining us right here on Bahrain Now.
Same.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it yourself. You want the taste of Argentina? Just go to Chia Argentina. All that took place with Mr. Martin right here on Bahrain Now. Well, everyone, I hope you all enjoyed that episode as much as I did. Don't forget to reach out to us on our social media accounts shown below and stay tuned for more happenings right here on Bahrain Now. I'm Bara Abdulla. Till next time, Bahrain, goodbye and God bless.